Hello everyone, it's Lydia. Hope you ladies are having a happy Sunday, ladies and gents. So I received a couple of questions on my button and lace combo stick pins, and Wanda, who's Boxy Bell here on YouTube, wanted me to do a quick tutorial on it. So I figured I'll just go ahead and post a tutorial. This way all questions will be answered. And this is what the package looks like, Wanda. You were asking, and see it just says floral pins on it. And I found this in the section with all the silk flowers. Let's see if I can get that to focus. The numbers. I don't know if that's focusing because my eyes aren't the best. But I will be sharing some of these with you, Wanda. So you're going to start off with a button, and you need the shank on the back of the button. It's not going to work without the button shank. I mean, you can use a regular button, but then the glue's not going to look very attractive. So here's the pin, and you're just going to stick the pin in the button. Depending on the size of the button, it's going to hide. You won't see it from the front. See, you can't see this, the head on the pin. So at this point, no glue at all. And then you're going to grab a piece of lace. I'm sure this would work with a ribbon. I haven't used like regular ribbon yet. I've only used lace, but I don't see why it would not work with a ribbon. So all you're going to do is do like a running stitch, pretend like you're sewing, and just up and down about 1/4 inch. I really don't measure it. I kind of eyeball it. So you're going to go up and down until you reach the bottom of your ribbon. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I have a sneak peek on a project that I'm working on, so stay tuned for that. So there's your ribbon. Okay, it looks like that. This one's pretty curly already. I'm liking this. And then I just add a dab of hot glue on the ribbon. Just a little bit, you don't need a lot. And then mush it up. Is that a word? Mush it up. And at this point you can play around with your ribbon until you get it to how you want it to look. So that looks good to me. And I'm going to add this bead cap. I kind of have my beads ready here. And I'm going to add this one in the upside down position. And I'm going to add a little hot glue because I don't want my ribbon moving out of place. So there's the bead cap. Next I'm going to add this bead. And I'm not going to add any more hot glue because I want to do glossy accents on the rest of my beads. So I'm going to add that large bead. So this is kind of like a little vintage looking. Here's another bead cap. I'm going to add that one upside down also. No, I'm going to add that one this way, like that. And then I'm going to add this pretty faceted black bead, and then I have this pretty gold bead. And since I want to use glossy accents on these, I'm just going to add this little earring back to keep it together so I can add my glossy accents later. So there's the back. That's what the pin looks like in the back. Sometimes the lace covers this, but doesn't matter. It's going on a card or on an altered box. And then here's the finished pin. So there you go, Wanda. I hope that was helpful and it answered all of your questions. And have you ladies been watching videos today? Oh my goodness, the inspiration. Mel, she's Mellymoo2402. She posted a couple of projects that I love. And then Jaysella is working on she created a shadow box. And I decided to alter something. So this is another recycling project. I'll try to back up a little bit. And I'm using the wood embellishments from Prima, this little box. I emptied all of the embellishments into this little glass jar. And I left it on my desk because if I don't see it, I don't use it. So I didn't want to throw this out. It's not great quality wood, but still it's worth recycling, and I thought I'd make a little shadow box. So I started my project. It's not completed. I used some gesso. I was going to paint it, but I really like the whitewash look of it. And I've already gone ahead and covered my little squares here, boxes. And I'm using, again, I've been working with the Bramble Rose by My Mind's Eye, which I love, love, love. So far I just gessoed it and I added my paper, and then on the back I'm gonna leave it blank because it's the back, but I did stamp it with this pretty stamp that Karen sent me in a rack. It's very light. It's stamped lightly, but it's a dress form, and I'm going to sign it and date it on the back. So now the hard part is embellishing it. So I took these tiny dominoes and I added some of the Bramble Rose paper to it, and I'm thinking of using that as my feet. I don't know what it is with me and feet, but I like adding feet to my boxes and stuff. So that's gonna look like that. And then I went ahead and used my tiny dress form by Tim Holtz. Gisela put a dress form in hers, but my box is obviously too small to add a dress form, so I'm probably gonna glue it here in the corner, and then I'm gonna use one of these little resin pieces, this crown. Actually, it's a clay piece that I created out of a mold. I'm probably gonna top it here. So just to show you like the process. And then I gathered a bunch of embellishments. I was busy this morning throwing things in a box. I'll show you some of the things that I'm using. So this is a project that I'm creating for someone who's very special. Well, to me she is. She just inspires me, so I want to, you know, really concentrate and try to do a really good job. So I like this trim. I'm doing like a sewing theme, and I may use this measuring tape one. So I'm not sure yet. These are things that I plan on using, but you know, I may not use everything. I'm going to use some of Julie the Paper Bag Lady's ones doilies. I definitely want to use this trim that my sister just sent me. It's super gorgeous. Look at that. I just love the pattern on that lace. And then I'm going to use this applique, Plan 2, and some rosettes. Don't know if I'll use these exact ones or a different color, but I plan on using some of those. And then I have this really old tattered measuring tape. I mean, it's like falling apart. That's how old it is. I may use that. I'm not sure. I have some eye hooks, some vintage eye hooks. I may use those. Some hooks and eyes and loops is what they're called. May use some of those. I may use some fasteners as button centers. So I have a couple of different colors and sizes. Don't know yet. And then Gisela did like a really cute chain piece, and she hung a bunch of these Tim Holtz hangers and added fabric to it. I don't know if she used fabric or lace. So I want to do something like that, but my box is small, so I may not have a lot of room to do what she did exactly. And then I have this. It has the face of a lady on here. That's the thing that helps you thread a needle. I'd have to cover that Japan word, but I like the image of the lady. And I'm going to use this metal bobbin. And then I have some really cute charms that I received from Wanda and in some other racks. And I have, let's see, I have these. I have this one, little ruler, and I have a pair of scissors, and I have this tiny little sewing machine. So I have to go through my charms and see if I have anything else that will go with this. I have this Tim Holtz plate that says Muse, because she is my muse, my source of inspiration. And here I have a placket. I don't know if I'm going to use it yet, but I pulled that out. I have some garment pins, a thimble. Maybe I'll use some gesso on it and put like some pearls inside. This little bottle that I want to fill with maybe some beads. And then her name begins with the letter B, so I have like an assortment of B's. I don't know which one I'm going to use yet. This little corner piece I may put on the box, but I'll have to gesso it. And I like this one because her name begins with the letter B. It's a vintage bingo chip, and it says B1. And then I have some fragments that I plan on using. I may use this, not sure. And then I have some safety pins, and what else do I have? And I have some beads. So that's what I have so far, ladies. And if it turns out nice, you will see that on my next video, if I like the way it turns out. Thanks for watching, everyone. Post a comment if you wish and subscribe. Have a fabulous day. And Wands, I hope I answered all of your questions. If not, post a comment down below. Bye.